with Adam Wainwright, star pitcher, 2 times, 120 games, 3-time All-Star. What else?
Yeah.
Good-looking guy. You can sing.
Did you hear about that?
Yes. So feel free if you want to just sing along. We're going to be talking curveballs, but if you want to sing, that would be all right. So a few years ago, we stood in this very spot and we talked about curveballs.
Yep.
And then about a year or so ago, I read an article that you referred to. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this was pretty cool. So I thought it'd be cool to bring it back.
Yep. Last spring training, actually, I was throwing just sloppy, rolly, gross curveballs, and I hated them. And that's always been kind of, my best pitch. And so I was sitting on the couch, and I remembered that we did that interview. And so I went back and I Googled Adam Wainwright Outlighter curveballs. And I had a ball in my hand, and I was trying to feel for a grip, and it didn't make sense to me. And what had happened was I had got too far down on the horseshoe, and I was down in here, and I just couldn't figure out why when I threw a curveball, it felt like I wasn't pushing on anything, and my thumb had gotten to be where it was started on top of the seam, and then it was pushing off of this blank side, where when I throw it normally, it's like a lever. I'm under this seam, and I'm on that seam, and I might slide it down a little bit, but I'm still under that seam on the side of my thumb, and then I pull and push at the same time. What really makes sense to me, I have really long, skinny fingers, so it works for me this way, but if you turn it, kind of get that torque on the side of your thumb.
So you also said you were getting a little too far.
Too far down here, even.
Oh, over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you spike your index finger?
And I was trying to find where it was. No, I don't spike it, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I've never have before.
All right. But
the key is on the outside of this finger, especially down towards the tip, and then right here. I see a lot of guys that when they leave their curveballs up in the zone, usually their arm is late, and so they think, all right, I got to get the ball out early, but then they end up sticking their hand in the back. So rather than thinking about anything, getting it out early or where it is in the back, I remember John Axford was having a problem with his curveball one time, and what we did to fix it was we said, all right, don't worry about anything in the back. Do whatever you got to do to get it out front on top and almost release the curveball in front of your face. If you can feel like you're releasing it out here in front of your face, you're out front on top of the baseball. If you get it back here and it starts popping up out of your hand from back here, that's when those hitters, they can readjust and take that little pivot step and hit it in the gap.
So the verbiage in your brain is don't worry about on the backside, but yet in order to get here, you're doing something a little different back there to get in position, no?
Well, subconsciously. So the key, everybody is different, right? Some guys, they need to say, like on my heater, sometimes if I'm late, I need to get the ball out early because I'm not an arm sticker. But you might have a guy that takes the ball out and sticks their hand like this, and then they fire their front side, which is another key of mine is having a soft front side. The best curveballs I see, that I throw, I get out here way out front on top, and then I almost like try to chop myself in half. So I get way out here, and then I go, and I just start pull as hard as I can.
Like you're pulling, good pressure.
Yeah. Got the right grip, got the right swing mechanics with your arm. Your ball will mimic the action in your arm. So for instance, like if that's you can almost see the shape of my curveball right there with my arm, right? That's kind of my shape. If you see a guy, do that.
What's your fastball arm path?
So my fastball arm path is kind of more Ginzu, like I'm samurai swording somebody across.
As opposed to...
Yeah, I'm not chopping myself.
That's good stuff. God, I could do this forever. Rope flow. All right, can you do this? Robert, back to New Jersey.
Oh, Robert, back in New Jersey?
Rope flow. Take it.